Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl, Lady B. And I'm back with another collective reading. If you feel called to stay, you may stay. If not, you can leave. Without further ado, let's get into the reading. Okay, you should have to this. This is hard. Yeah, should have please. Nine. It's our spread. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 101. Okay, so you got the Nine of Swords up here at the tippity top, which talks about anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, and trauma and despair. You're in this energy of hopelessness, despair, and trauma and depression or fear because of your destructive behavior or codependency to money, or your ability to self-sabotage yourself. Next to the devil, which is basically what I just talked about, we got the Ten of Cups in reverse, which talks about shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnected, misaligned values, struggling relationships. So this goes two ways. This goes for love, but it also goes for money. This goes for relationships and for our relationship with people and your relationship with money. I feel like I did this reading before. 222. We got the Four of Swords, which talks about rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. You're in this meditative contemplation, thinking energy. You're pausing and reflecting, and you're viewing things, viewing how something is one-sided or that there's strings attached. Okay, we're talking about it from a standpoint in 3, 2, 1. We're talking about it from a standpoint of relationships. You need to have self-care for yourself and to not be in relationships that have strings attached. You need to sit with yourself and have deep insight and make a sacrifice to move, to stop doing it all on your own, to stop burdening yourself and overstressing yourself with someone who doesn't really care for you or that you don't have a deep connection with. It's really just a bad investment and a lost opportunity. But on the other side of it, we got power and domination with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, your lack of faith, you doing it all, you burdening yourself with doing it all, overstressing yourself, not releasing any trauma or what happened in the past or worry. Instead of viewing things differently, like, oh, well, everything truly happens for a reason, so what is there to stress about? But you're stressing and not trusting yourself, still being in that despair, and you being in that despair makes you do things out of impulsiveness and scarcity and fear, which leads you to make these bad investments because of your lack of planning and foresight. But if you sit down and you listen, if you just rest, retreat, rethink, you'll see how God is trying to give you the answer. But if you never sit down and pause and reflect, you might miss it. You might overlook your blessing. Not all blessings come in the form that you think it will come in. But you have to take action and make that turning point for yourself with the Wheel of Fortune out here. You have to be able to say, okay, yeah, this is something I need to work on with either relationships or it's still a relationship. Relationship with money, relationship with God, relationship with people. I don't want to keep being in this depressive, anxiety, fearsome state. I don't want to keep having shattered dreams. I don't want to keep having broken families and feel disconnected all the time. Therefore, I'm going to choose to have faith. I'm going to choose to release and give my burdens and share them with God or to a reliable source. Because self-care is not just like physical self-care. You got spiritual maintenance for the people that are spiritual. And when you're not doing that, if you're constantly giving your energy to people, places, and things that don't serve you, you're going to be overly drained. So don't spend too much time thinking about how it's going to work out. Just trust, because most times you'll be waiting a long time for an answer. Because God don't move on your time, he move on his. And so you keep searching for the answer. You might not get it till you least expect it. When you stop looking for the answer gonna come up. But during that time of this contemplation, you gotta be open to new perspectives of thinking, new perspectives of how things are gonna work out, how you can discover yourself more, how can you discover what you want in a relationship more, how can you discover the life that you want to live instead of the life that you're living, to get this world, its completion, accomplishment, wholeness, obtainment, fulfillment, and celebrating the life. You got to take action and have the self-confidence and the willpower to see it through, my boy. You got to see it through, my boy. And so know that you can bring in manifestations, but at some point in bringing in your manifestations, you got to let go. You got to release control. And I feel like there's more. Yeah, because if you keep going the way you're going, you're going to be on the dark side of wealth. You're going to have money, but you're not going to be acting real funny. You're going to be a little miserable. You're going to have conflict, disagreements, sneakiness, especially if you're marrying for money type of thing. You would have a lack of resources and stability because you're not building off of a foundation that you know is for you. When you're not doing something that's for you, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna fall through. Oh, that rhyme put me in a freaking thing. But yeah, I don't know. This energy has been feeling weird, and I've been feeling weird. So, But yeah, if you guys resonate with this reading, you guys should let me know down below. If not, maybe on the next one. I love each and every one of you guys. Bye.